Sorry.
Welcome everybody to Darkness Repaid session 16. Let's start with a recap of session 15 via Lux. Right? It's your turn?
Yeah. So we start off with everyone heading back to camp after the group splitted, half going to the ship that we found earlier and half trying to find their way to the mountainous area. We see that Kale asks what he can do for Thrizzy, and Thrizzy suggests getting help for scaling or cutting the rock out, as he suggested his plan earlier would be. And Kale then mentions holding the wall while they climb. So they try to work out the details of that, and so they end up heading towards that direction and trying to scale the mountain. And during this time, Thol tries to create an elaborate plan. He talks a long time about trying to create a spider droid, or a droid on wheels. So it ends up being Thol and Lux that decide to go and strip parts off this ship, while, like we said earlier, Kale and Thrizzy try scaling that mountain. So it'll be roughly 2 hours that this takes place. So Kale and Thrizzy get to the top of the mountain, and they're able to see a statue, and then they decide to go back down. We again meet at camp after the 2 hours is up, and as a group, we decide to climb the mountain after Thol and Lux bring back the scraps to the camp. And after everyone scales it, we realize that sunrise would be at 5:37. So that's what we're waiting for now.
Nice. Okay. So, where's my map? Okay. So, does anyone else want to add anything to that?
Fix your freaking head. Get out of here. I wasn't even looking, and as soon as I looked up, I was just like...
That's the point. You weren't looking.
Get out of here.
We got. Yeah, I don't think I have anything to add to that, really.
I tried to do a rough summary.
It ended up not being a spider, not droid, but it was a turret. It was supposed to be a turret.
Yeah, yes. I mentioned that.
And my plan was
a long time about trying to create.
Kinda...
Yeah.
Okay.
Some sort of turret off of the ship because it's otherwise useless. So.
I was planning on making a little turret tile, and then I suddenly didn't have a half hour to play with like I normally do. Turn the beach down a little bit.
World was on fire for a little while.
So, does everyone remember the message from the statue?
I've got it, I think.
You guys want to talk about what happened with the statue?
Oh, like how, like...
I believe we noticed we seen like a kaleidoscope effect, but it wasn't like a legit kaleidoscope. We just seen a pattern in it that none of us could distinguish what its meaning was.
Okay.
And then,
I believe.
Then we had the text that ended up flashing onto the ground, which we saved.
Right. So I'm going to go ahead and show you these things again. So at the base of the... What file did I put it in? So before sunset, you saw this.
I have to move
Yeah.
this.
I know, you have to scroll down a little bit. I didn't realize that when I would have clipped it a little more.
Oh, no, I had to move like the entire window. That's my bad.
Okay. And you guys, so you deciphered that the words that were in all caps represented the 4 directions. And then you guys reattached the hand. And then at sunset, you guys saw this, which says, travel towards the thorn. Encased in many paths, you'll see the ladies of connection. Beyond the gate lies the honored memories of the past. Respect thy hymn, kneel to traditions. Balanced emotions lead to what many seek, but only the devoted find. So you guys had a discussion about what that means, and you guys decided to head north. So where we kind of left off, and that's kind of where we left off the session, where you guys discussed what that meant, where you guys wanted to go. You guys are still all up on top of the cliff. So during role play during the week, Jayla and Thurslock had a conversation because Jayla's like, "Are we leaving now? Are we hanging out? Need to go meditate." And then Kale came, and Thurslock and Kale had a little bit of a discussion. Full and Jayla had a thing. Lux, you're just kind of hanging out. Because of missing Job, because I was going to have Kale and Thrizlock continue their conversation, which is taking place simultaneously between what Jayla and Thal are doing. Sorry, I have hiccups. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to adapt that, other than just having Jayla come back towards Kale and Thrizlock, which is what was going to happen, and we just kind of go from there, and Thrizlock will have a lot less to say than he normally would have. Unless you legitimately want to pull Eric in. If you and Eric read what's in the chat between you and Thrizlock starting out, I'm absolutely fine if you guys want to continue that conversation. As long as, Eric doesn't decide to kill us all or something crazy. Although I don't know if that's really out of character for Job. So, you do you do you. If not, we'll just kind of bypass Thrizlock's input and just have them standing there. Does anyone have an opinion? Yeah, essentially.
An opinion on doing that, or
of what
on what it was they were talking about?
What you think is no, not you didn't really hear what Caleb. Well, you heard some of what was being said until you went and meditated. Lux, if you'd like, you can either tell me what you'd like to do while this is all transpiring, since you're kind of off to the side. If you'd like to continue reading your book, I'll give you a free hour. Did we lose Lux?
Yeah, he went away for a second.
All right.
Hey Eric,
Kale,
did you follow that? Did you follow that thread in Discord by chance?
Not all of it.
Not all of it. Okay.
I was trying to read back over it right now.
Okay.
It's okay, and like I said, we'll start from a certain point, and Kale can read Kale, and Eric can read Thizlock, and then we'll just kind of go from there. If you feel like you're comfortable with Thrizlock's overall character. If you don't feel comfortable, I understand, and it's okay.
There's a joke in there somewhere. I just can't think of what it is.
Oh, Lord.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
Yeah, I'll probably not do it. If that won't mess you guys up.
No, that's all right.
All right.
Sorry, man.
No, I was up on it until this week. I haven't got a chance to follow it.
It's okay. It's
Yeah.
it's a lot of. It's a lot. Like Keith
Yeah.
doesn't even follow the thread anymore. He's like, you guys talk too much. I'm like, um. So essentially, what happens between Drizlock and Jayla is that he questions why she needs to meditate, and I question if in his past he was he was a light user and then switched, or Sith training is all he ever knew, or like what was his backstory essentially, and he apparently has only seen the Force from that side. We don't get along anyway, so just about anything he says just immediately frustrates Jayla. So she kind of she put herself out there to try to empathize with him and try to explain what she knows, which is limited anyway, because she's new at this, and she just ended up getting more frustrated. So she walks off, and Kale comes in. If you want, we can kind of start from there. Which means that Kale would need to start talking at like where he nods at Jayla and then turns to Thrizlock.
Okay. And who's doing Thrizlock?
I think Eric decided he didn't want to.
He didn't want to? All right.
Yeah.
Well, then we'll just.
I think.
Yeah, that's what
I
I
wasn't
thought
sure. It
too.
sounded iffy. All right.
Yeah, I wasn't going to. Sorry.
Okay. It's all right. All right. So then essentially what Kale's going to notice in his peripheral vision is that Jayla and Thul start to meditate while you're talking to Thrizlock, and they sit down on the ground together, and I'm sure you've read all of that. And then he would have seen the bright lightning that kind of shocks the beseeges out of him, and she gets up and she's very flustered. So she comes back. All seems.
Then I say what I say to her, and she.
Yeah. So she's gonna head back to Kale. Which means
Gotta interrupt
I
my
guess I need
conversation.
to. I wasn't. You're just kind of in the way. Jayla's headed toward the cliff.
Don't jump.
And I,
And then after it's like, do a flip.
Pretty much.
yeah. So
Oh.
I would probably, after that lightning, I would probably stop talking and just be like, let's table this conversation.
That makes sense to me.
And I'll go over to Thol and I'll be like, what'd you do to make her do that to you?
So, did she pass you?
I assume.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if she was going to approach Kale or if she was actually off on her own, trying to like process.
She's going to walk by, and she's going to say that. And then, yeah, if you and Thul want to have a conversation, you can.
I, well, whatever it was, apparently it wasn't me. So we were focusing, meditating. She was trying to help me out and figuring out how to do this meditation thing because I've never done it before. But
You want me to try to
that
help?
shock came from her. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, that would be very helpful.
I can only try. There we go. I got the nasally voice back. There we go.
Ah, hey.
I can only try.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm.
You can stand.
You can stand. I don't have to stay. I don't have to sit. Because I was gonna. I texted something to Katrina. I thought it was pretty cool, but we'll get to that later.
So tell me about the way you view life.
The way I view life. That's a difficult question to ask, I guess.
Mm.
Life has its value, but if those, how I see it, if other people do not value the lives of others, I tend to end those lives. So,
Okay. And would you say you're more of a analytical person, or kind of take it as you go? What do you think?
analytical.
You're more analytical,
Hmm.
and you value life to the point where you'll take someone else's.
Yeah.
Okay. So does it make sense to you that everything is connected?
I mean, if the force is part of that connection, then yes.
It's what connects everything.
All right.
That being said, you got to reach out with your feelings and try to feel the life force that is revolving in everything.
Mm, okay.
The
Sort
life,
of what Jayla was having me do.
yeah. Okay, that's good. So the life that's in the current things that are living around us,
Hmm.
which is the living force. And then there's also the force from the things that are dead or dying, and that is the cosmic force.
Okay.
They make a relationship.
What
So
about
try
those that
to,
are dead?
that is cosmic force. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Sorry. Kind of a little distracting, just a little bit.
A little. Can you go? Can you go? You want a hug? Is that what you want? Okay.
She also wants us to say hi, so yeah.
Yay!
All right. Let's see how far we can get with that before the other two come down.
Um,
Uh,
so I need Fall to roll wisdom.
okay. Let's see, where is it? Found it. All right.
Yeah.
Wisdom. Just roll wisdom.
Just roll wisdom.
Ability check. Normal.
Okay.
That didn't take long.
No, I'm thinking.
No, not you, Katrina.
Oh, sorry. I'm very scattered tonight. I don't know if that's any different than most
I'm
nights.
fresh out of a nap, so I got energy.
Nice. I've been up since 4:30.
So that wasn't all I was going to do.
Oh, okay.
What?
What are you gonna do?
So
What are you
while he was doing it, I was going to kick him in his shin.
All right.
What- Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm sure he has a plan.
Well, punk. I mean, react. I'm doing it.
Maybe
So
we should bang on
just
something.
so you did it
Yeah, I did
just
it.
now?
Mhm.
Like what? How? Why would you do that?
Did it make you angry?
It made me confused.
I'm gonna kick him again.
And now I am a little angry.
Ah, one more time.
My training is way different.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kick him and push him away with like.
All right, all right, all right. Use that anger and use it to break through to feel the things around you.
I just stop and just like and rub my shin real quick, and just look at him and like glare at him while I'm. Don't kick me again.
Promises.
All right, so I guess I'll try again. Do I roll wisdom again?
You're
No,
using anger.
I'm using. Oh, so I'm using charisma.
Okay,
Okay.
you've got two.
Okay. Ability check. Normal. That's same but
Congrats.
better.
All right. Would you like to narrate anything else in terms of your approach of what you personally are feeling, and then I will.
I'm personally feeling. Well,
Yeah.
I
What Thol is
take his
personally feeling.
words. Well, no, not me personally, of course. But Paul is. I mean, he's mad at being kicked because he's just like whatever. But like, but whatever anger he was feeling wasn't intense, but like use the anger and just do as he said, as he instructed. Use that to try to feel around with the force. So
Okay.
and I mean I can still just when I do this I can because I'm not adept at doing this. I will like sit down to do it because I otherwise don't think I could.
Okay.
And we can even flavor it how I sent to you maybe a little bit, but
So you sit down,
Mhm.
and you're drawing inward, and you're
Mhm.
trying to focus on that negative energy,
Mhm.
versus what you were doing before, which was trying to draw outward energy from the grass and the dirt and the breeze, and what you were doing with Jayla.
Mhm.
And you're taking in breaths, and you do start to feel like a flush of your cheeks and a warmth as you concentrate on this. But it's still like
Not you, sorry.
it's just the slightest little tingle where it's like you feel energy, but it's not targeted, and it's not as intense as it really needs to be to get a tangible reaction.
Okay. So I can feel it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Do you feel that?
It sort of breaks my concentration. I just look at him with one eye, my eye closed, like, yes, it worked.
Of course it worked. I don't know why it wouldn't work.
Right. But that is not the only way, I guess, because I was also taught something else.
Yes.
So,
There are two sides to everything. I guess. At least that's
Are
what
there-
some people think.
I mean, are they? I guess there are not necessarily just two. I mean, there are probably many ways to access. You can focus
Oh.
on a feeling for the internal, and the surrounding for everything. And probably, if you know what you're doing, I'm assuming you can use both at the same time.
Well, you're certainly smarter than you look.
Thanks,
what
I
would you guys
guess.
like to do now?
We can do more later.
Yeah, we'll do more later.
Okay.
We have other things to do.
I think it's important that we get on the move.
Yeah.
Luck's gonna turn into a pumpkin or something.
Oh,
Wait, turn into a pumpkin.
relax.
Does anybody got anything to drink? I'm on
Elle's
step
gonna make a
13 of my
robot, and
program.
Lex is gonna make a distillery.
A distillery. Yeah.
Too bad we don't have a brewer's
Which I'm
kit.
sure is a thing. Alright, you
I
guys
seen
tell
a
me what you
guy
guys
out
wanna
on
do.
indoor doing that. Some guy on indoor was
Great.
doing that. It's possible.
Karina, I have a question for you. Did we, when we woke up, or anybody for this matter, when we woke up this morning, did we eat breakfast? Because I don't remember last session.
I don't think so. I think you guys went up the cliff way before and you rested up on the cliff. I don't remember anybody saying anything about food.
Alright, well, I want to rip some of that jerky out and start munching on it.
Okay.
Mm.
Did you like
Okay.
some kitty jerky?
I'm gonna say, thanks, Darren. Thanks, Darren.
And he's all the way at the bottom of the.
Thanks,
Man,
Darren.
I mean, I wonder if that food's still good. I kind of want to go down the cliff and get the food. I feel like he might have packed even some of it, but.
Kale did.
Huh?
Yeah.
I said Kale did. Kale took some jerky.
Oh, I took jerky too, but I didn't know if there was like other food
You can
Yeah, I
ask
think
Darren.
that was wrapped up and whatnot.
Mm.
I don't believe I specified whether I took it or not, so I'm gonna crack a food ration open.
Well, we have to get down from the cliff anyway in order to go north, so. You can do that, I suppose. Yes, no.
Hey,
You're
you
the brain.
you lead, guys.
I mean, I'm
just
okay, whatever.
here to answer questions.
Alright, let's go.
Jayla did not go down the cliff by herself. She's just sitting on the ground on the edge.
Okay. Ready to hit the road, Joe?
She shakes her head, yes. Oh, and then she's like, and then she takes a little watch and she pushes the button and it says yes.
Okay. Cool. Glad you're getting some
Um,
use out of that.
And she says thank you. Kale can sense that she's still pretty pissed.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Cat
you can use that
Cat will
feeling.
say. Cat will say. Cat will say. That was some nice lightning.
Oh. Where'd my box go? There it is. You guys all really need to learn sign language. This is getting old. This is not supposed to be a long-term thing.
Well,
Huh?
I know some things, but not all of
I
it.
know. Somebody come
Huh?
on.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. Keith, I think that is.
You can call me Battlemaster.
Battlemaster has intervened.
All right, guys.
There you go.
I may or may not have had a little bit to drink.
Oh, well, this should be fun.
Hey,
That happens
that's
a
always
lot
great.
when the
Yeah.
elders circuit overseers meet. It's weird. Let's just hope it was after the meeting, not before, huh?
It was during.
I mean-
what are you talking about?
Mm.
They
Was
were
it
like,
during?
let's start off by drinking.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Brother Harmer to be that chill. He's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
That briefcase got no notes in it.
Yeah, it's only alcohol.
It's all
It's
just
the same problem that
bottles.
Lux has.
21-year-old scotch in there.
Ooh. Dang.
It's not 21 years old, it's 21 years aged.
Ah.
Whatever you want to say, Bob.
Oh, okay, Bob.
Was
Um,
Just
Wolverine?
saying that was a little too specific to have been made up. I'm just saying.
Oddly specific.
so you go down the cliff without any kind of incident. I guess I should make you roll something, but
Hey,
Let's-
I don't know if you saw me or not, but I did do this.
okay. Thank you. I'll tell you what though. So every
What?
time I actually prepare a sign language monologue type thing, it ends up being in role play. And when I don't prepare it, then it's suddenly in a session. It has
Oh.
happened every single time. I just had
When
to
I s-
practice the whole speech with Drizlock. He's not here.
When I see Kale do that, sign, I'll go.
I have like doubled what I know the past couple of months. I went from knowing 20 signs to like over 100. Yay me.
Nice.
Amen,
right.
brother.
So what made you learn sign language?
Oh boy, what a story to tell. Do you want the whole story or just the short version?
You know sign language? Does everyone know sign
Me?
language?
No,
here?
I don't. I'm talking about like from your perspective. Like if you're at a convention.
Oh, I wasn't sure if they were talking to me or not.
Oh yeah, they're talking to you.
Oh, my mom spoke sign language and taught us quite a bit when I was little. She used to translate for meetings and stuff. We had some deaf friends, and then I took it up again when I was like 15, 16. When I was pioneering, there was a sister who had a deaf study. And then I haven't done anything with it for 20 years. So yeah, you go from knowing like this and you don't use it, and yeah, I knew like 20 signs. Jayla was not supposed to make it out of part 2, so I just thought it was like, cool.
She wasn't
cool
supposed
little-
to make it out of part 2.
No, her arc had a hugely vastly different thing, and then things
just gonna be
happened and
gone.
transpired, and I was just gonna die. Um,
Oh,
It's not my
but
fault.
you kind of have to adapt to what if things happen that change their outlook on life, and things
Mhm.
happen that change the story, you have to adapt to that. So
Wait,
this
did
is,
the other
but it's
guys
cool.
die?
It's what? Nobody,
You said
nobody
you-
died. Okay,
Okay,
I'm just
no, I mean
saying
like I'm
that
talking
her
about like
story arc was supposed to
it's
be
like
a little
you
arc
can't
in part 2, and now it's continuing.
you can't kill the other guys in the other ship. There's a kid on there. You can't do that.
Not-
So you're saying, in theory, we could have done this with Pig Leg?
no,
Or Borat.
No.
but yeah, I guess technically.
We would have had to have changed Peg Leg's outlook on life, and that was going to be significantly harder.
Oh yeah. Because
He
it
did
was
have
would have
however
tried.
a little bit of a backstory, and then I got lazy and I was like, I don't want to flesh this out. He can't remember anything. Problem solved.
right.
But
And
anyway,
he's just crying
so
all the time, just like oh my god, this guy.
He almost got
look,
shocked a few times.
you don't understand, like, the torture. Okay, it was a lot. So you make it down the cliff, and so you guys can do whatever you want to do with camp.
Okay. Whatever leftover
Hold
food,
on.
pack away, I guess. As long as it's warm
So,
and you
let me
can safely
affect-
pack it away.
I'm gonna say that it's been an hour since sunrise, so you're looking at about 6:30 a.m.
Okay.
I'm going to take some jerky, Bob.
Yes. Make sure Grizz
s-
get some, I guess.
So I think I said that Darren made like 25 pounds of jerky. So I need
dang.
to figure out. Well, it's a 100-pound animal.
Yeah.
You guys used some of it that night. You had some nice fillets. You ate some for breakfast the day before. And then Darren turned like 25 pounds of it into jerky. Now, some of the poundage were organs and stuff like that weren't used. You're more than welcome to tell me what you'd like to do with the rest of the animal or the pelt or whatever you want to do.
Pelt?
Yeah,
Hmm.
there'd be a pelt,
There'd be a pelt.
but so I can put it in your inventory.
I would like to try making a jacket with this pelt.
Like right now? Or just like
Yeah, you need crafting, you'd need resources, and you'd need time to process the leather.
I'm going to look at the skin and decide it's going to take too long to do that.
But hey,
so just take it with you.
throw it on the cart.
And we'll bring
You
the
can
cart
be
with
one
us
of
down the
those
path, I
weird,
guess.
freaky people who like wear it like a headdress and put its teeth around a necklace. And
Craven the
you-
Hunter.
you.
Hey, you
Yep.
know what? That's actually not bad.
Oh, I need that for the Mandalorian campaign. You know how awesome that would be? That would be awesome.
Now you have goals.
Now you have something to work toward.
Can I set this pelt down on this planet? And then, Caleb, can we just visit this planet one time?
It's like, what happened here? Why is there a crashed ship? Oh, jerky.
Not unless my story has us going forward in time a long, long way.
It's like,
Be like,
This is valid
reach
point.
for a portal, grab it, and like, huh.
Does anyone remember what year we're in? Not
No.
you, Kale.
309.
So we are in 309 ABY.
309, okay.
Long time.
Well, that's a valid point.
What's the Vodan? Vodan?
The what?
Whatever he had called it.
Vodeon.
Vodan. What is that? What year is
What is
that?
7,000. BBY.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well.
Well, looks like I'm not getting my fur.
Well, you can. You just
You
have to
can
get it from
you can
something
take
else.
it with you.
I'm gonna take it
I'm
with
not
me.
saying you can't take it with you. I'm saying if
No,
you
I
want
know.
to make a jacket out of it right now, it's gonna take you like, I don't know, 6 hours of downtime or something, and I'll have to have you roll to see if you can sew. I don't know.
Use my dagger. Weave it in and out. That's
Spitballing
my
here.
sewing knowledge.
You guys make me research a bunch of stuff.
That would be a
All right,
dexterity
guys.
check.
That makes sense.
Just hand it to me. I'll deal with it.
You've got enough projects on your hand.
I know.
You've got a turret. You've got like force sensitivity issues.
Apparently, I have force sensitivity. I wasn't planning for that.
You just never know
And
what's gonna happen.
I don't even get to select powers. I just get to be force sensitive.
Well, let's see what you can do with them.
You got the little magic fingers.
And it's one of those things that I'm going to have to work on, not earn with levels, I think, because I was not planning to go that direction.
Yeah. So we'll just kind of play it by ear and see what you decide to do with it. And I'll let you know what your options are along the way.
Probably just be something to further my abilities currently, or to assist me with the current abilities that I do have. I wouldn't be learning saber fighting or anything like that.
So if circumstances were in play where you were actively working towards furthering your force knowledge, your closest tangible option would be taking a force sensitivity feat, but I don't think you get the option for a feat until level 8. So we would have to kind of do a band-aid homebrew approach to fill that gap in. And I could award you force powers based on your efforts, essentially.
That's what I'd be saying. It's the only thing that would be, I don't even think it exists, but it probably does exist, just by that look on Caleb's face. Like, can anybody actually use the Force to make themselves invisible?
Is that what you want? Is that
I would like,
what your goal is?
if I could do that, that'd be cool. That's just
You
one
just
thing.
so happen to be in close proximity with somebody who can do that.
Are you serious?
Maybe you should have a conversation with Kale about what he can do and how he got there.
Yeah.
And
I mean, we'll have that conversation on the road. We gotta be somewhere.
Time doing that. Okay, so let's move along.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, I would like to get to Caleb's campaign report.
Yeah, someday, please.
Hey, the
my
longer
4
it
to
takes,
6.
theoretically, the better it is.
Okay.
I just feel bad. Like, I'm starting to feel guilty because
I'm getting antsy because I really want to play this character. I want to play this
Your current
character, Saul.
character?
I want
Oh.
to play this character, and I want to play the character that I'm making for Caleb. So, like, we need
you
more
want
sessions.
2 sessions a week.
Yes. Awesome.
Okay, so are we on the way then? Are we moving out?
Yep.
Sure.
You can pack up.
On the road again.
So this is what I've decided to do with Darren, okay? Because the type of campaign it is moving forward, losing a scout is a huge disadvantage in your current scenario.
He's a survival expert. I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna roleplay as him, and you're not gonna have him in combat, but you can drag him along and every day I will do a survival check to see what he can bring in terms of foraging and hunting
Mhm.
and any kind of survival things that you need. Okay.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm gonna do with Darren. He's
Cool.
basically just a resource to help you guys survive.
It's wonderful. One thing I don't have to focus
You okay
on.
with that? Okay. So
Mhm.
you can thank him and he'll nod at you, and you can, we need to forage or whatever, but there won't be any kind of like role playing with Darren.
Is Mike ever coming back?
Yeah. He was yeah, he'll be back.
Okay.
Which is why I don't want to like just leave him here.
He had that thing taken out.
Mhm.
What's it called? Katrina.
I don't remember. He had something
JRJO.
removed.
Yeah. Well, he had a tube. So is it a JR tube or something like that?
A
So
drainage tube, probably.
Drainage tube. Yeah. He had that taken out, but he said that he still is dealing with some fatigue and stuff.
Mm.
So he was going to get on tonight, but if I had to guess, I'd say he fell asleep.
Yeah.
All right. So, and pack up. And
We're pushing our turret along on the floaty cart.
yes, we'll put your turret and parts on the hover cart. I didn't really think about. I'm sure it says how much weight the hover cart holds, and I'm sorry, I don't have the stats of it memorized.
Got it
Hover
memorized.
cart.
2,000 pounds.
Thank you. I have no idea what a assault cannon turret off of a spaceship weighs.
Caleb does. Maybe.
Give me a second.
We can learn with science.
It weighs approximately 2,005 pounds.
Well, I
That
guess we're
means,
not building
Lex,
it.
that you have to leave the pelt here.
It's just the cannon. It's the cannon itself plus a tripod. Yeah.
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 And whatever remaining parts needed to finish it off.
Yeah, there's no way that's less than 2,000 pounds, guys.
It's just an assault cannon. Okay, so
From a spaceship?
So
I'm
curious.
It's more of a freighter, so.
I would go with like 516 pounds. But
16 pounds.
yes, that's the tripod.
Okay.
Again, oddly specific.
I know. Well, we have a human Star Wars encyclopedia.
Hmm.
All right, let's go north, guys. So we all
On
we
the
all
way.
in unison that we're moving north? You
Yes,
guys need
we're
to do
also
anything
paused.
else? I know.
Okay.
And it's going to be a little theater of the mind for a second.
Oh, okay. Cool.
That's,
All right.
But yeah, if you want to move around camp, you go right ahead. Want to make sure I wasn't like pushing you if there was something else you want to
Oh,
accomplish.
please push. Let's go.
Seriously.
Okay. So you guys take off north. You walk about 20 minutes. I can hear TV or something in
Yeah.
the background.
It's me.
Is it you? Okay.
No, you should have me muted.
Oh, okay. So I'm the only one hearing you?
I hear him too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
All right. That's fine. Cool. So you head out in about 20 minutes north. I want you guys to roll a perception check.
Can I have a conversation with Kale on the way?
You sure can.
So what can you do with the Force other than lightning?
Well, it is true that lightning is my specialty. But I can do telekinesis where I can move things around.
Mm-hmm.
I can also make people have feedback in their minds, kind of like feedback. You know how electronics get feedback?
Mm-hmm.
I can do
Okay.
that too.
Okay.
I can also just straight up cause someone, a wound.
Wait, with what? Cause
Yeah.
someone a wound?
Yeah.
Just, oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Wow.
Like kind of like
What
necrosis.
what can't you do with the Force?
What can't you do?
Yeah.
Direct people. Sorry. Bear the dead and decayed.
That's not entirely true. God.
Can't make anyone follow up.
So I guess many things are possible.
Many things are possible, yeah.
So with
Like
my
this.
and he kicks me in the shin again. Can I block him this time?
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'll say like this, and I will turn invisible.
Like,
Boom.
I must know how to do this. I must know. I actually must know how to do this. My specialty.
And then
The
I'm
way
gonna
I
kick him
fight.
in the shin.
I'll just do uncanny dodge.
You can't see me, fool.
It's uncanny. You can't explain that.
That's not how that works.
It has to be a character you can see, huh?
Yeah.
I would like to request an upgrade to that because now I'm force sensitive, so I could probably uncanny dodge with the force feeling.
Nope.
That'd be cool though. That's entirely a homebrew thing.
Okay. Perception checks.
Right. Okay. God dang. So one of us sees really well.
All right.
Since, since we're all about sharing and whatnot, that's where I saw the ship over that way.
What ship?
Oh, see,
Oh.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I say anything anyway. You don't remember.
Oh, well. So I just look in the direction of the ship, I guess, that he's talking about. I'm pretty
Gone
sure I'd
now.
remember as a character. But, oh. Of course it's gone now, but, like, maybe wherever it came from, there could be another way off this planet.
Well, what do we want to do? We want to go north, or do we want to go over there and look at it?
Well,
I think we should go look at it.
I mean, I already looked at it, but if you guys think you want to look at it, that's fine.
I mean, what did you see when you looked at it? Just like,
Footprints. Not much else.
so there weren't any other ships in the area.
I didn't look for other ships.
All right, let's go look for some other ships.
Okay, so what your perception check? So you look off to the side, off kind of like the beaten path, and you see a large clearing that has like flattened, kind of like what like crop circles look like, where you can like tell that like a ship landed in the area. All the
Mhm.
brush is flattened and stuff, and you can kind of see evidence of the landing gear where it touched down. You see where the ramp was, and there's lots of different footprints at the entrance. But you only see one set that like led back towards the cliffs where you guys were. You also can see burns flashing on some of the trees in the area. But the
Okay.
ship is long gone.
Okay.
Yes, and
Well, somebody was angry at the trees for no reason.
anybody else want to comment on that before you guys trek forward?
Do those slashes look similar to what we seen on the ship?
Stylized, style of the cuts, I guess.
Uh,
Because they were pretty chaotic beforehand. Like as if he was dragging his lightsaber across things, maybe?
Or it may be even the same person, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But apparently they have a storm-resistant ship. So,
Yeah. There are really not any storms or ships that are storm resistant, I wouldn't say.
Naturally occurring storms. I said naturally occurring storms.
yes, they are atmospheric storms.
electrical.
Hmm.
Fun.
And sometimes they electrocute people and ships. All right, guys, let's head north. Unless you guys want to do anything else or talk about anything else.
There's nothing else to discover in this
anything.
area. I'm moving on.
All right, guys, give me 1 second to bring up the next map. We are finally on to another.
Woo!
Where's my map? As you you continue on your path, you see the bird, the convor in the trees kind of in front of you. And it's chirping, and it's kind of like it will swoop and go to another tree across your path, and kind of it's zigzagging kind of back and forth and fluttering a little bit in front of you as you guys walk.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have dark vision and I can't see. This is weird.
It's possible that the settings are messed up.
Ooh.
Give me a second to pull Everybody over.
I see. Now.
You see now?
Yeah.
Thank you. Where did Jayla go? I need to organize my characters better. Just like everywhere.
Where's our convoy friend on this? Are you working on that?
Yep. And did it like only change it on? That's weird. Anyway, so I need to figure out what happened to my poor little convoy. It like went back to like the default bird that I started with.
I have too many projects going on. Somebody else needs to do something. What?
Hmm?
A turret, a convoy, the force.
The heck? That doesn't matter. So the that is really weird. What am I mean with my technical difficulties? So you come to the clearing and you see a ship. Does everyone see what they're supposed to see?
Unless I'm
Everyone
supposed to
have
see something
vision.
else, then yes.
Do you see a map?
Yeah, I see a ship,
Okay.
I see some bodies, I see... Yeah.
Okay. So yes, you see a ship, you see a camp. So you tell me what you guys want to do, what you guys want to investigate, and we'll go from there.
From here, I believe we can see the bodies, correct? Or people, or...
Yes.
Okay. So I think I want to ride this tree line and try to get closer.
Okay. So you're approaching stealthily.
Yeah.
I'll
Do you want to
say,
roll
just
stealth?
be careful.
Yes. Oh, yeah, Bob.
Okay. So you're hugging the tree line, but there's a lot of brush and it's kind of crunchy. So I would not consider your approach stealthy.
Can I...
Yeah, I would just walk straight up.
Okay.
You can do what
do
you want. I'm just telling you what Kale would do. If you want to use me as a distraction, by all means. I don't care. But
I kind of
do
want
what?
to do investigation. I want to check to see if there's anybody around, even, like, other than the dead bodies that we're not seeing otherwise.
You don't see any movement. What you do see is the convoy swoop into camp, and next to the fire is a bird perch. And so he sits on the perch.
A bird perch?
Yep, it's a metal, it looks like a perch for a bird.
Oh.
It looks kind of spacey and modern.
So you're somebody else's.
But that's the perch, yes.
Okay.
This is a little perch. For whatever reason, my convoy is having technical difficulties. Because when I pull it out, oh, now it's working. Fine, work now. There we go. He's sitting on his perch by the fire.
Okay. I'll approach him.
The bird, you're just gonna step over the body?
No, I'm not gonna step over
That's
the body,
fine.
no.
I want you to clarify what you're doing.
Okay. I kind of want to check the body, actually, while I'm at it.
Roll an investigation.
Yes. Holy cow.
All right. So.
I know their social security number. I know their credit card number.
Yeah. Pretty much. So, you see a human male. He is just completely hacked up. His hand's been taken off, his foot's been taken off, he's been stabbed several times, and it's all cauterized wounds, which you'd recognize being a lightsaber.
Mhm.
He doesn't seem to have anything on him. There's like a screwdriver laying next to him. But he doesn't have any weapons on him.
I'll take the screwdriver.
Okay.
He tried to fight back with the screwdriver. Is it a flathead or Phillips?
Hydro spanner. I can. I don't need another hydro spanner. I do already have one. But.
All right. Lux, what do we do? You did stealth. Kale walked up. Fall. Lux again.
I would like to hug these trees over here.
Tree hugger.
In real stealth. Okay.
And I hear him crunching. It's like, Lux, what are you doing?
Brush gets a little thicker.
Yeah. I was like, you're just walking.
Just walking through the trees, dude. Come on.
But I mean, you don't see any immediate threats currently.
Just wait till you're both shot down.
Kale, what would you like to do?
I would like to check on these cots or sleeping bags, or what are these?
They are graves. Sorry, I didn't know.
Doing some grave robbing, eh?
He doesn't have to. He's just checking on them. So you can clearly see little mounds where 3 people were buried, and there's like a little stick at the head.
Names?
Got a what?
Are there names on the
No,
sticks?
no names. They were done with care. There's no like saber marks or anything around them, and they are several days old. Like you can tell that the ground is firmly pressed. It's probably rained or something. It's not just like it's not. So they're like fresh, as in you can tell someone was buried there, but it's not like in the last few hours.
Okay.
That helps. All right, Thal, what would you like to do?
Investigate the other guy. The other dead man.
Okay. Investigate away.
Where, sometimes I can't see things that are straight in front of my face. Holy cow!
Jeez, please. All right.
What the heck? Why does it have to be outside of combat?
All right. So this guy has a blaster in his hand.
That's
mine.
It's mine now.
You find 100 credits. You find an empty pack of death sticks. You find some chance cubes. His wounds are also cauterized, but he doesn't look like he was like chopped up. He just looks like he was stabbed in the side and out. And you find a gold flask, empty. It smells of quill, but there hasn't been any in it for a long time.
Okay.
And on the bottom is it's personalized. It says Reggie, and on the bottom it says to another great year and a wonderful partnership, Kay.
Oh, these were Kay's men. Okay. Why are you laughing?
So let me mark down you are the one who searched him, so I can remember to give you all of his stuff.
Oh, I added the credits already.
You're fine. I'm using the wrong keyboard.
Is it another standard
Alright.
blaster pistol?
Yes, it's just a. Actually, I'll get back to you on that because I just
Okay.
put blaster. With a 20, maybe I'll throw in something special. I mean, it'll probably be under
Oh,
the
yeah, it's not
simple
even a 20,
blaster
it's a
category,
30.
not like a commercial blaster.
Did you,
But
did you say
um,
20?
I rolled a
he rolled
a
a 20,
20, but
Twice.
because I have
yeah.
yeah, so it's 30 technically, but it's a little extra.
Yeah, with a 20, I'll give
Yeah,
you the
20.
guy's outfit if you want it.
Does he have a hat? Can I take his hat?
No, he doesn't have a hat.
Dang!
He's got a nice leather coat.
Can you just give me a hat with a 20?
I do not have a hat on.
I have a
Want a hat?
bandana, but I don't have a hat.
Oh, that's poor planning. Alright, guys, what would you like to do next?
Well, I can't put a hat on and a bandana in the thing, so like, you know.
I think
Okay,
Flux's turn, right?
I would like to go over to this ship.
Sure.
And I would like to investigate this ship.
Roll an investigation.
Ooh.
Okay, we're just warming up, I guess. These rolls are just
Alright.
warming up a little bit.
Maybe he could use piloting.
You are doing fine. You are a pilot. You recognize that this is a YT 2400 Life Freighter with hyperdrive class 2 and double armored hull. Turret mounted double laser cannons and a concussion missile launchers.
Oh God, there it is.
Hold up,
She did the research. Let's go.
I did
Hold up.
research. It's like what it actually is and everything. I can even give you other famous ships throughout history that have been this weak in model.
We don't have to go that far. But he's already got his book out.
You said 1200?
It's a 2400, a YT 2400
24.
Life Freighter.
Okay.
He's
I
gonna
reckon I read those somewhere.
You would probably note it as the Outrider.
Yeah,
Possible.
Rider. Yeah.
Mm.
It also was the Slipknot, and it also was the Mighty Oak Apocalypse. But this is not any of those specific ships. You do notice that on the hull it says the Raven Shadow.
Of course it does.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That is not the name we agreed on.
I
What is the
honestly
name
don't
you agreed
remember the
on?
name you told me. It was late.
I
and
don't
you were in
remember,
bed.
but it wasn't Raven, and I
It
wasn't
even looks like a
involved.
2400.
Sorry, I think Raven Shadow sounds cool. I
The
briefly
Night
considered.
Crest or something. The Night.
I think you did call it a Night Crest. I almost did homage and called it the Lady Luck, but it is a different make and model.
I don't know what you're talking about. Or
the ramp is
referencing.
down. If that
It's-
helps you.
It does help. I would like to draw one of my blasters
Okay.
and try to go into the ship. And I would like
Yeah,
to
it's
roll
open.
stealth.
Does anybody else want to go in with him?
I'll
I
back
will
him
look
up.
over to the others and kind of nod my head towards
Not
the
hesitant. Okay.
door.
Did I
I'll
actually?
roll stealth also.
Crap.
Ooh, they just keep
Oh,
getting
Lord.
better. What?
So
I have really high stealth.
I got
I
sleight
thought
of
I
hand
put-
if we ever need it.
in a journal entry.
I also
And I
have
didn't.
really high sleight of hand. My sleight of hand stat and my stealth are the same. It's ridiculous. You gotta think, I do have 20 in dex, so.
Did I?
To
Hold
answer
on.
your thing from earlier, the Lady Luck was Lando's ship.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's just cool.
Crap.
Nightcrest also
Okay,
is cool.
hold on a second. Give me a second here.
really don't think I'd be dissatisfied with either. But this,
So what?
because
No,
oh, because we have a pilot that is truly a pilot.
you guys
Yeah.
can talk for a minute. I
kind of wanted to deal with the convoy, but
You
I don't really
can.
think there's anything.
This is going to take me a minute.
Okay.
I thought
reckon
I
I
put
wanna-
a journal entry in, and I totally didn't. So I just need to do it real quick. It'll take like.
I
2
kind of
minutes.
want to feed the convoy some of my jerky, and then like, I know it's not really going to do anything, but I say we're
Go
one of these
for it.
people, like your masters, or because I mean, not ordinary to see.
Roll me.
I have
I mean,
a
I guess roll me. What?
Animal handling.
question whenever you're done with that. It's nothing important, just about the name of the ship.
Where's the flipping? The name of the ship?
Mhm.
Sure.
Is it
Though
the
it
Raven
doesn't-
Shadow or
okay.
is it the Night Crest?
I'm not sure how either one of those is relevant. If you're looking, if you're
Relevant
trying
for
to
me.
draw some sort of. Okay. Oh, you mean just for notes? I like the Raven Shadow. You still vote Nightcrest?
Is Keith alive?
Yeah, you. Aw. Okay, fine. It's the Nightcrest.
Okay. How do you spell night? Is night N-I-T-E or is it N-I-G-H-T?
Or is it
Night.
or is it KNI?
No.
Many interpretations.
Okay, so did you roll an animal handling? Oh, you
I got a
did.
6. It was terrible. I'd
Why
rather not
don't
talk
you
about it.
roll me a perception check?
That's a lot better.
All right. Now I don't have. Again, it was something that I was going to do after the baby was asleep because I usually have 30 or 40 minutes in between. So I'm going to put this in Discord. So you go over to the bird.
Mm-hmm.
The bird is very happy on its little perch.
Mm-hmm.
And you give it jerky.
Yes.
And you notice that it's got a tiny little band, like a metal band on one of its legs. And it looks like this.
Mm.
So that's in Discord. So that's the front and the back.
I'll say out loud, Kestar. Is that how you say it?
Yeah. Or caster. I don't, the bird doesn't know.
Okay. So even if I say his name, it says it.
Oh, yeah. No, he responds his name.
Okay.
All right. So, you guys approach the ship. I did not do a separate map for the ship, but I do have this image for you guys to look at. So this is how we're going to do this. So this is what the interior of the ship looks like. Okay?
Lux is having a
Instead of
panic
going... Don't have it... What? Instead of you going through every room or the vast thing or like, I searched the whole ship. You guys can pick any of the labeled areas and roll a search or whatever you want to do for that specific area, and I will tell you what you find. And that way you guys don't have to go room by room. but it gives us a little bit of granular detail, and you guys can search different areas. Okie dokie. If you have any questions about the schematic, I would gladly give you any details you want
I know
before
for
or
certain where
after
I
you
want to
follow.
search, but I don't know if I should go first.
Whose turn? So Lux was the first one who wanted to approach the
Mhm.
ship. So you guys are behind him. So we're gonna let Lux do the first search, and we'll go from there.
Well, I would like to first start off by making my way to the cockpit and
Okay.
seeing if there's anyone in there or if anything's functional in there. I can.
All right. Roll me. You can choose between an investigation and a piloting if you're going to do like a diagnostics
Yeah.
of the ship.
Alrighty.
Ship.
Ship.
I wanna. My goal is to get this piloting up because my piloting is. I think I'm proficient, but not. I don't have expertise in it.
Okay.
That's my goal.
Um,
Down the road.
you can tell that there are 4 messages that have been unopened, 3 incoming, and 1 outgoing. You can tell there's a lot of blinking alerts on the dashboard that says that it's a system failure. There's a system failure in engineering, that you have low fuel, and your power generator cells are depleted. And you find a book.
Ooh, what's the title of the book?
The title is The Manly Art of Knitting.
Oh yeah, bub.
Well,
I'll
there you
take
go.
that book with pride.
It says manly on it. It has to be good.
Then first I will. So you said there was a problem in engineering, low fuel,
Mhm.
and
The power generators have been depleted.
power generators have been depleted. Okay, I reckon we'll
And
start with
there's
fuel.
4 messages that you can listen to.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and start with fuel. So I'll grab the fuel containers out of my bag, and I'll go back to. I reckon it would be engineering
Mhm.
that these tanks would be,
Mhm.
and then I'll
Fill her up.
I'll give her a good old smell. Make sure it's the right fuel. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then
If you're going to attend to the ship, you're going to have to wait for your next turn, because I then had to describe engineering to you.
yeah, that's
If
fine.
you're going to leave the cockpit,
Cockpit.
Lord.
Just try again.
No, I'm done saying it. I
Okay.
give up.
Penis pit.
Okay.
Okay. Who's next? Kale, you're next.
I am? Okay. I'm gonna find the refresher. I'm gonna go pee.
Alright.
Of course.
Opie.
Just as he would normally. What does he find in the bathroom?
What's in the bathroom? Dang it. And then from there, I'll check on medical.
Okay. Roll me whatever. Roll me an investigation.
Ooh, my least favorite thing to roll.
That would be why.
So with your investigation of a 8, you don't find, you're not very thorough. You do notice that there's a back to pod, but it's completely used up. There's no colto at all.
Okay.
And you find a book.
This thing is full of books.
Yep.
I find a book.
They're very, and a book.
What
A medical
what is
text.
The title of the book.
That's right. Can holding in a fart kill you?
Oh,
And
that's
other
definitely something that
medical-
you'd be interested in there,
Yeah,
Kale.
yes. Like no hesitation, I'm putting that in my bag. Like that is
I'm
now
surprised you're
mine.
not starting to read it right now.
Yeah, I am probably flipping through it. Like,
I
okay.
was like, I need to get to the nitty gritty of
need
this real
to
quick.
know the answer to this question. Okay.
Which is a real book.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, all of these are real books.
Oh, that's awesome.
Can I feel any? Well, I mean, can I feel any echoes of anything in this room? Force
You mean in
echoes?
terms of like the force?
Yes.
Um. Roll me charisma. You do not feel anything similar to what you felt with Jayla or what you felt around the other ship that you guys passed. If you're looking for some sort of dark, you don't feel any evidence that was on this ship.
I was mainly looking for an echo. Are you familiar with a force echo?
No.
Okay.
Are you like a specific item like Quentin Lamb or
Like if you hold an item and you get a vision of the
Yeah,
person
that's
who
what I
used to
said.
possess it.
Yeah, but he's not holding anything.
Holding the book.
Are you? Oh, the book. Sorry,
Yeah.
I missed that. I was like, you got to be more specific than that. Do you possess that quality? I'm just asking.
I'm gonna say no. So don't worry about
Because
it.
I mean, it's not. It's
Just
okay.
retcon it.
Sorry.
Alright.
It's just a very specific, lesser used quality. And you're not like a kiffer or kiefer. How does it pronounce? Anyway, kafar. Sorry, I'm not.
I'm done with my turn.
And on to the cargo area. Specifically
We're
secure
on to the-
storage. If I can get into secure storage.
Secure storage. It is locked.
I don't even have a darn... I'll tell you what I'm looking for. Freaking slicer kit. I probably
would
won't
be
find
useful.
one. It'd be extremely useful. Unless I decide to just cut into secure storage with a torch. Which I could do, but...
You can. It just would take a couple hours.
Yeah.
Or you can search
Am
for
I-
keys.
Do I walk past him? As he's doing this?
Do you? So he went. So you came on the ship, and so Lux was in the cockpit, and he's going to engineering. You came in, walked down the passenger corridor, stopped at the refreshers, which are right past secure storage, and then went to medical.
Mhm.
And then followed. Is this your first turn? Did you just go straight to secure storage?
This is my first turn.
Okay. Then I'm gonna say no, Kale, you didn't pass him because you were in front of him. You're in medical.
I was tending to the convoy and you walked past me, I guess.
Yes, you did get on last. But if that doesn't have to end your turn. If you just want to look at the cargo area first and note
I mean,
that
I'll
that's
look at
locked.
the cargo area if that's locked and I can't really get in. If there's no like code pad or something like that I can just note down real quick or something like that.
Okay.
then,
Roll me an investigation. All right. So you search the cargo area. You find a nice little briefcase with just shiny, beautiful headset comms, a set of 5 of them.
Like, guys, I found
Um,
something. We need this.
You find a 2-person tent.
Hmm.
You find Astrotech implements, and you find a book.
Oh God, there's a book in every area on this. What does the book say?
You have an avid reader. It says, how to not get eaten by Ewoks.
Okay.
It's a book on survival.
Okay. I mean, I can learn some survival skills. That's pretty cool. I'll use that. We'll read that later.
Okay.
There's so many
So
projects.
that is your turn.
I don't know what to do. So, like, we have comms right now, right? Like, old
Yeah,
dusty
but
ones, basically.
I don't know if any of you have a headset comm, a one on your hand you have to like hold.
It's like, I'll definitely say over the comms, come to the cargo area, get yourself a comm. These are much nicer. And then that can be that.
Okay.
I want everybody
Okay,
to have
Lux, so
something.
you're headed to engineering.
I guess on my way, I'll stop at the cargo area and pick up one of them.
Yes, you have to go through the cargo area to get to engineering anyway. So you pick up a comm.
Yeah. And then I'll dial it to what we're on, as far as the.
So I need an investigation for the engineering area.
Okay. And then would you prefer after that if I rolled piloting?
Wait, what? Is this?
Well, I'll tell you what you see, and then we can see what you want to do with it.
You actually just send me the book?
What?
What did you just send me?
Did you send him a picture of the book?
I will tell you after this session.
Okay.
Oh.
It was like, because I can
Oh, it's
send you a picture
okay,
of the
it's a
book.
fan. Okay, never mind. It's yours.
Alright.
Dang.
My turn again?
No, I need Lux to. Oh, okay, Lux. So you walk into engineering, and there on the table is a hyperdrive motivator, and you can tell that it has been put together and taken apart and worked on just forever and ever and ever. So it is not in the ship. It's not plugged in, and it's one fried, crispy little lost cause. You can tell that the ship is going to need a new hyperdrive motivator.
Okay.
And then yeah, you can see on the diagnostic panels, similar to what you saw in the cockpit, that there's low fuel and the power generator is depleted. And there's artilleryist kit. How do I pronounce this? Artilleryist? Yes, kit. And a book.
And a book. Of course it's a book.
I have
what kind of
readers on
book
this
is
ship.
it?
Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
What's the title of this book?
The book is it's called Bomb Proof Your Companion.
Oh, yeah, bud.
On animal
Sounds
handling.
awesome. Animal handling.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the book. And then I'll take the artillerist kit, too. Do I see a place to refill the ship? Is it an internal?
Yeah, you can use your 2 bottles. I honestly have no idea how much fuel you need versus how much fuel you have. Because you have
Mhm.
2 bottles, and I think that the bottles hold like
1.5.
pint and a half.
Yeah, I believe so. 3 pints, or
Yeah.
yeah.
What you
So
can do is what's chargeable? Roll me a piloting. Okay. You fill the tank with what you have, and what you can do is use that to start to recharge the power generator if you wanted to. You probably will
okay.
need at least one more batch, and I may have to do research to see how much you actually need to build
Yeah.
the tank, because I don't know.
Well, because I think them tanks are pretty big.
If all you have is canteen.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
like filling up a diesel truck with like
A glass.
like
A
a
glass. Like your standard drinking
exactly.
glass.
It's gonna take forever.
Unless it has some sort of compact fuel system.
I'm sure you could find another thing. All right, let's go back. Who's next? Are we back to Kale?
Yeah.
Okay. What would you like to do?
I'll walk down the hall, flipping through this book, and I'll pass the secure storage area, and then I'll stop, shut the book, turn around, pull out my security kit, try to unlock this door.
You have a security kit.
All right, roll it.
I asked about the.
You asked about a slicer's kit.
Oh, I thought they were the same thing.
No. All right. You do open it. You find 2 Arona uniforms and 2 charges.
Charges.
I'll take them both.
Okay. Who's next?
It's be me. Do I see him go into secure storage?
Yep.
Okay, well I walk up to him, give him a headset, and like, well, could have used that earlier. I didn't know you had one. Let's see.
You didn't ask for one.
I misspoke in what it is that I asked for, I guess.
Well, I have one.
Wonderful. I'll go to engineering and see what I can do to help. Well, I'll go. I'll go to
to be
engineering.
fair, okay. I was like, I don't know how aware you guys are of each other's
Well, now we're gonna have
searches
headsets,
and
so
moving
like,
around. Yeah.
so go to engineering. Well, you know what? No, I'll go to the cockpit. I won't go to the engineering. I'll go to the cockpit.
Okay. Roll me an investigation.
Yeah. So, what should I put in my inventory, real quick? Or are you making this later?
I was gonna do it all later.
Okay, that's fine.
I
I
have a
added
list of.
I added the hands-free comm link because that's already in the system. So.
Cool.
Okay, is that for all of us now?
I will make sure that you have them over the
Okay.
week. I have a list of what's in each area. All right, Fall. You go to the cockpit, and you see that there are unread messages, 3 incoming, 1 outgoing.
Okay.
You see that the dashboard is lit up. It says system failure, hyperdrive motivator, the low fuel light is on, and the power generator level is very low.
Okay. Is anything else flashing out? Like, is everything else otherwise functional, I guess? Or is it just those 3 components?
As far as you're aware,
Can I check
that's
for that?
what's lit up.
Okay. Want to see what the outgoing message was first.
You want to do the outgoing message first?
Yeah.
All right. Is your comm on?
Yes.
Okay. All right, guys. Hopefully this works.
Hopefully I can delete this in a few days because my luck's changed. But if not, I'm a goner. Yeah, see, there's something with the upper atmosphere here. Just constant electrical storms wreak havoc with all our systems, including the Griffin comms. They only work for about 300 feet, so we haven't been able to make contact with anyone. I was told by my science officer that there may be a gap in the storm in the next few days, and maybe we can try to get a message out then. He used his advanced calculations to figure out some kind of dynamic shifting algorithmic poodoo to determine that. For whatever the carp that's worth. He couldn't calculate his chances from dying from that infection when he sliced his hand open. Well, I ran my own calculations for that. Chance of death, 100 Griffin%. Drop. This was supposed to be a simple extraction and demolition gig. We got the coordinates, and we land, and we get the artifact, blow up the building, plant the guards from Arona. Easy as Jogan fruit pie. Instead, we enter the atmosphere and immediately lose our sensors, crash, and end up finding a bunch of Griffin clues that take us all over this Griffin Island, just going in circles. And everything here wants to kill us. You can't touch half the plants here. I mean, I lost my enforcer because he wiped his ass with some Griffin leaves.
Oh my.
My co-pilot went to scavenge for food a couple days ago and has yet to return. So,
Wow.
I guess it's just me and the galaxy's worst Griffin mechanic who says he's almost done fixing the ship. After 14 days, D-Max. 14 days. Hey, Chuda. I've had no choice but to completely scrap the mission. We originally had a couple stiffs in those Arona uniforms, but after a few days they got too ripe and we had to bury them. I'm actually surprised Kay hasn't sent anyone else. She's not exactly known for her patience. Okay. Gotta miss your perfume and your booze. Save some quill for me, Kay. Reggie out. Hopefully I can delete this in a
Amen,
few
brother.
days because my luck's changed.
Oh,
But
that's
if
Lupin.
not,
Right, yep.
Amen.
All right.
Nice. I need to save
like
the
that
recording of that. I need to save the recording of that.
You can, if you want, you can download it to your data pad.
Yep. It is stored.
I'll play it for you anytime you want. All right. I obviously didn't narrate that one.
No. Are you sure?
I'm not that good with accents. Do you guys want to listen to the incoming messages?
What do you guys think? Yes? No? Maybe?
Are you saying this over the comms?
Yes, I am. You can. I mean, if
Could
you're
I
not, I can tell.
could
You guys
we
can
hear
hear
that
it,
over
so,
the
yeah.
comms? Okay.
Knowledge
I'm gonna
is
say
power.
That's right.
To what?
And sharing is caring, apparently. Do you
Was
want me
that
to
a
play the other
yes?
ones? Is that a yes? I don't know if it's a yes either.
yes.
What would you like to do,
Okay.
Paul?
Why wouldn't you?
We'll play the other incoming messages.
No, we'll just leave those three.
Yeah, we'll never
Crucial
reply.
information. Screw
Hey
it.
to hearing,
Well,
Reggie.
don't do that.
It's been 3 days with no report. I'm hoping you didn't crash. I told you to take one of my ships instead of your own POS thing. Just a warning, I'm sending another crew. There's too big of a score to delay. To hear you play nice, I know how you are with new people.
Okay.
People.
Hey to
Well,
hearing,
Reggie's dead.
It's been 3 days and a week now. I've sent several mercs your way. None of them have
Oh,
reported
wait.
back.
Sorry, I don't know what happened. Let's try this again. Ah! Is that playing for you?
It was
No.
playing.
Let me turn off the beach.
Which really makes me nervous. I hope at least one of them have made it to you and everyone's okay. You better not have done something stupid and got yourself killed.
It's like
Glad you are
skipping
going on a
around.
week now. I've sent several mercs your way. None of them have reported back, which really makes me nervous. I hope at least one of them have made it to you and everyone's okay. You better not have done something stupid and got yourself killed. Red, you are going on a week now. I've sent several mercs your
Know
way.
what's
None
going
of them have
on.
reported back, which
It's
really
just looping now.
Where are you finding these?
you and everyone's okay. You better not have done something stupid and got yourself killed.
It's under my playlist. Obviously hit something. I hit some kind of looping button. Da, 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 da. Let me stop it and start it again.
We could hear it.
You can hear
Red, you are
it, but
going
I
on a
can't
week
hear it.
now. I've sent several mercs.
Hmm.
Anyway, let's do the third one.
Well, at this point, I'm pretty sure I'm talking to myself, but I'm going to keep at it since hope is all I got. I've noticed I've been followed the last few days, so I've obviously lost my head start on the intel. I'm running out of people to send for this thing. I've hired all my best guys, including the hardcore ones that don't ask questions, and possibly a stranger with a chicken. Don't make me ask my little sister for one of her damn assassins. That'd be incredibly embarrassing. Dearie, please be safe. I've got a shot of quill waiting for you and all sorts of juicy gossip to discount.
Possibly a
A
stranger.
guy with a chick. You're really scraping the bottom of the barrel there, Kay.
But I'm gonna keep at it.
Like, oh yeah, he was with
Yeah,
us,
if you
wasn't he?
weren't aware, Borat just like came and hit on her at her cantina, and she thought it was one of the guys that she didn't know because she hired a new person, and then realized that it wasn't him, and literally gave him a chicken to go away. And then yeah, they assumed that guy was with them, and so they kidnapped Borat.
Oh my god.
That's how he ended up with you.
That makes a lot of sense.
That actually does
All
make
coming
a lot
together.
of sense.
All right. So that's that.
Story wise, I love it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
feel like we need Keith to introduce a new character for this.
Reggie is dead. He is.
No, Reggie is going, yeah.
Keith can be like the legit assassin that was supposed to be meeting up. He just stumbles along somehow.
I told him that.
No.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
I searched the cockpit already.
You did the cockpit, so it's Lex's turn. We're back to Lex.
Mm-hmm.
You're still in engineering doing things?
Yes. You said it was the power converter that was out.
The hyperdrive motivator is crispy. I'm going to tell you now that there isn't anything that you can do to it other than find a replacement part.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there like certain parts on the hyperdrive motivator that are bad, or just the whole thing?
Well, it's been rebuilt so many times that it's honestly just useful just to redo it, I bet.
How big is such a thing in order to replace it?
I didn't do that much research, guys. Let's say that it's something that you can carry and put on the hover cart.
Okay, cool. Well,
Is
I mean, the
this an
hover cart can
internal?
carry 2,000 pounds,
Yeah,
so
you'll be fine.
okay.
Is this an
It should
internal
be
or
something that you
external
can.
part? You know what I'm saying? Like, would we be able to get one from the outside of a ship, but this has like a interior view of it?
I think the motivator is a part of the internal components that ends up connecting to the thrusters and everything else. So,
Caleb, do you have any intel on this without me doing research? I'll do research, but in my head, it's just something that you need to find a replacement for and plug back in.
To answer the question, yes, it is an interior part.
okay.
So like
Like
the top
this
of your
big
head,
or
what
like
does it
this
do?
big, like
What does it do? Is that what shoots the actual fuel into your hyperdrive
It's what
unit?
engages. It's what engages the hyperdrive and gives you the thrust.
Okay. Interesting.
So, was the motivator working on the other ship? I can't remember.
I don't think we were able to get into the other ship.
No, we got into the other ship.
We did?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You found a book.
Oh, yeah, we
and other
scrapped it.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we scrapped it. You took the fuel out of it. You literally just used the fuel from the ship we pulled from. My
Or
God.
I got amnesia.
You
or
can roll an insight to see what your character remembers.
Yeah, let's see. I'll do that. Maybe I remember looking in the engineering room or something. Or even though that's a smaller freighter, maybe I remember seeing something. You said insight.
Would it be insight or lore?
Where's insight?
Well, I mean, yeah, whatever.
Picture.
Are you trying to remember something?
Yes.
Yes.
Intelligence.
Yes.
It's intelligent.
Okay, sorry. And it's not insight, it's intelligence.
Good.
I have advantage on memory check.
Good for you.
Okay. So you went through the ship and you found a book about brainwashing, and you found a secret compartment in the floor, and you realized that the wiring and stuff like fried most of the ship systems. It's unsalvageable. Saul found a box of scrap stuff with the Vox box in it, and you also saw the thing in the floor, the little compartment room. And that's what you remember.
I reckon I don't know if I remember seeing anything on that other ship. Honestly, I don't even remember if it was equipped with hyperdrive. If it was just like a in-space cruiser freighter.
I remember it's one of the huts, so I'm pretty sure it is hyperdrive
Yes.
capable.
Okay.
The hut cartel symbol is on the side of the ship. It's also on stuff that was in the floor of the cockpit.
Okay, so we did not check to see if that was functioning, their hyperdrive thing. But everything in that thing was fried, so we assumed it was all
Yes.
scrap. So
It is all scrap.
Oh, so it is all
Hmm.
scrap. Okay.
It is all scrap. You
So we
took
can't
the
use anything
turret.
from that.
No, I mean you can
The
can.
turret was functional because we could actually make it function, I guess.
Yes, I mean you can take more fuel from it. Totally can
I
take
I mean,
think
more
I
we'll
don't,
fuel
I
have
don't
to
have a
end up
long enough
doing
hose,
that.
so.
That's what your mouth is for, Bob.
No. I don't think I want to become
You don't
explosive.
like some coaxium?
No. Does that even have a
Hmm.
flavor? I don't want to find out.
I think it's
Probably
I
acidic.
don't know. I about said Caleb can correct me, but I think it's toxic or reactive.
I'm sure.
Really reactive.
I'm sure drinking fuel is not healthy.
You sure?
I'm gonna go out on
Might
a
give you a
limb there.
buzz. Might give you a quick buzz before you end up keeling over.
Like, I don't know if
It'll
you guys
make-
are into spice or whatever, but I don't.
It'll
I mean,
make
we
your
can't
death
even
more
do anything
heroic.
with this. We can't do anything with the spice that's on that ship anyway.
No, Lux
There
never
was
got into
spice somewhere?
spice.
There was spice on the ship that we were on. The one that we ended up having to grab all the stuff for, the turret we pulled off of it, had like many
Oh, yeah,
kilos
right.
of spice in the back of it belonging to the huts. I'd rather not get my
You
hands dirty with it, but I was gonna take it if the ship functioned because then we could use it. Maybe.
you and Thrizzy were making too big of a deal over each other. We didn't think it was a good time to tell you.
And
You
what is
on and on, and shamed them for not sharing stuff with you.
Oh, I mean, is spice relevant? Do you need spice?
I am just thinking about my character is all.
Bro is for sure in a AA meeting for drugs.
I'm asking your character, do you need spice? Is that a requirement for you?
Maybe it's not for personal use.
How
Hey.
how much spice?
Why do you need
Would you
to
like
know?
to roll it
Probably
in?
like 30,000 credits worth of spice.
Why do you need to know?
Yeah, why? That's hut spice. I mean, if we get caught with it, you know.
That's when you rub the label off.
We're going back for that later.
I'm
At least
okay,
I am.
fine.
You guys don't want a part of the
Shit.
30,000. That's fine.
I mean, I don't mind making a quick buck, but I also wanted to kind of use it as a decoy to bring the huts out so I could kill them. That's also an idea. So,
We can
You know
still
the
do
huts aren't
that
going to be here.
and still sell it.
oh yeah, I agree with you, but it's just too much to carry. So,
You clarification. Said
yes.
you couldn't lift the heavy metal crate, but there's nothing preventing you from taking the individual bricks out.
Oh, okay.
I
I was going to take the whole
I
crate.
envision it as kind of like,
I gotcha. Like how they do it in the shows that's like real tight wrapped.
yes,
Mm.
I was
Blocks.
thinking of it as
Yeah.
like cocaine bricks.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What color was the spice?
Colored.
Color? Was
Do
that
you-
even
do you-
specified?
I don't know. I don't remember that detail. I don't know if I even got that detail.
Fall, do you want to roll an intelligence?
I'll roll an intelligence, yeah, sure. I get a. Wait, I don't even know how this works.
It's okay. I relay the information that I gave you earlier.
Okay. When it comes to memory, I have whatever memory thing. I thought
You
it
have
was.
a memory thing?
Yeah. I can't remember what exactly it was with Duros. Like. Okay, superior memory. You can double your proficiency bonus for when you make intelligence lore check. So it is a lore check. to recall information you've learned.
Cool.
Or recall details of your experiences. So it is lore.
Mhm.
And I double my proficiency, so plus another 7.
Okay. So this is what you knew from looking at the spice. So there's
Mhm.
18 packages of spice marked with the Hut logo. You're not a spice dealer, but you're a merc and you know the basics. Huts own the spice trade market, and most of the galaxy are known for the good stuff, only high-end glitter stem. You're looking at about 36,000 credits worth of spice, about 2,000 per bundle. And your background on the huts are that they're ruthless, and if they found out you took it, they would hunt you down and kill everyone around you.
Gotcha. Only everyone around me?
Anybody who's important to you. Not that I think you have any of those left.
Well, I don't know. What was important to me was dead, so, you know.
That's reiterating. But
Anyway, did you say color in that?
no, but I think he was getting at what kind it was. This glitter
It was
stem.
glitter stem, yeah. So, yeah, 36,000 grand, 30,000 grand. 36,000 worth. So, it's a lot of money, yeah, I know. So,
I don't
of
know if
course we're
he's
going to
really
sell
in
that.
it for the money though.
Money is useful. Money will
If
get you
you're
places.
curious, at this point you're about 3 hours north of where the hut ship is.
We'll go back to that later.
That's what I said. We'll go back later.
Because we also need fuel from it.
I don't know how we're going to transfer fuel from that to this. I don't even know if it's even worth it.
What do you
Why
mean,
don't we
is
just
it
keep-
worth it? They said
We'll just note that and we'll come back to it later.
that message said in a couple days the storm will subside.
Right.
So if whenever that message was made, if it did subside, that means if it's projected to subside, that means it may be likely to subside sometime in the future as well.
Sometime soon.
Because it's not like it's a constant. Like there'll be a
Well,
break every
probably
once in a while.
there was a break that they ended up getting those messages through because you can't get one out while the storm's going.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're gonna
So
have
one
to.
break already happened.
Yeah, and I'm not sure where on the time scale that is.
Did you look at possible time stamps?
For the
Please don't
messages.
ask where that is.
Okay.
Okay.
The messages came through a couple days ago.
Okay. What was the
Um,
outgoing message? When was that trying to be sent?
When was it successfully sent, or when did he recorded it several days ago, but it went out the same time it was like pending.
Oh,
So
okay.
Kay's came in and his went out when the storm subsided.
Okay, so she knows. Cool. Oh boy.
Are there any jugs or anything in this engineering room that I could
In
use
the
to
engineering,
fill? Yeah.
no.
No.
Oh, you mean for
For
fuel?
fuel.
Like yeah, like a fuel jug.
Yeah, I can give you a fuel tanky thing.
Okay. We're talking like a
Put
5-gallon one or
let's see, what's the next size up? I think a bucket is the next size up. I'll give you a
Oh, yeah.
bucket.
5-gallon bucket.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how much a bucket is, but I think
Just thinking more like one of those from like Lowe's or Home Depot.
Yeah.
Gallons.
Yes. It's like I think it's 3 to 5 gallons. Is a
3
bucket.
gallons.
Okay.
Only 3.
I was getting there.
Only
You
3.
just search faster than me.
Well, whatever is enough to actually get us off the planet, but we have to actually get all this crap fixed first. I'm sure a lot of
3.
it
I
has to
don't
do with
think
fuel.
I don't know if 3 gallons is gonna get us off this planet.
Well, I mean, it's supposed to be very, huh?
It's gonna get us. It's gonna get the float motors or whatever to work, but we're gonna be hovering.
She gave you more than what you asked for, because didn't you ask for a jug?
I believe so.
A jug is only 1 gallon, so.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that was an actual name then. Okay. Sweet.
Yeah,
3 gallons. Oh yeah.
There's a bottle, there's a jug, there's a pouch, there's a bucket, there's a crate.
So is
Oh,
the
I
fuel
should ask for
empty,
a
or is it
crate.
is there
Nah.
a crate of
They
fuel?
all have specific measurements.
Gotcha.
It's gonna be a lot of.
You guys should just like browse all the equipment and adventuring gear, and like there's so much crap that you guys aren't even aware exists.
It'd be nice if I could just see a
Yeah.
list. I just don't have access to that.
Yes,
I don't
you
have
do.
access to
You
it.
have
Where is
access.
Called
it? Where,
It's on the
adventuring
W5E.
It's on
equipment.
SW5E.
oh, it's
It's
just
under-
on.
It's under
I
loot.
meant in Foundry, not just.
It's also in Foundry.
Yes.
Where?
Yeah, I don't like type all that crap in every time. I just like pull and click and drop, and because Caleb put it all into the system for us. Okay. Anything else you guys would like to search?
North.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean,
North, I said.
You guys,
I'd like to
north?
search north.
Jayla comes out of one of the passenger beds, or not beds, but rooms, and she's got a folded blanket and a toothbrush and some soap.
oh, we probably do smell
Just so
pretty
you
bad.
are aware of my ethics working with a playable NPC.
NPC.
Although I'm never going to have her search and like come back with a rocket launcher or something. She's gonna find something innocuous like a blanket or a toothbrush. If you want to arm her with something, you're more than welcome to, but I very much have a GM hat and an NPC hat.
Where are we
a
with that
neutral
blaster
party.
anyway?
What blaster? Check with me next week. Have I
Oh,
had
okay.
time to go search
Oh.
blasters? You search
Okay.
blasters.
I'm sorry.
Look it
I'm
up.
sorry.
Look at
I didn't know
all
if
the
you just
different
needed time to
blasters.
think. I didn't. Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm thinking about what you guys are currently doing,
Okay.
and 10 steps ahead of what you're currently doing. I do inventory during the week.
Okay.
Do you need to see a picture of the ship again before we move on?
I see it.
I gotta mute just Keith. I'm sorry. If you need anything, just let Katrina tell me.
I
Is
can't.
that
yeah.
bull riding?
I muted him a long time ago.
I have it muted also because like I.
Is he listening to bull riding?
I don't know. It sounds like it.
Movie.
When I searched the cargo area, is there anything else to search? Or did I just already search everything?
You search the cargo area, search secure storage, you search medical, you search engineering, and you search the cockpit.
And we read all 3 of those messages, correct, Joel?
Yeah.
Yes. Essentially, Kay cares about you. She sent lots of people after these people.
Yeah.
So really, it just needs a motivator and fuel.
Yeah. I kind of want to check
Hopefully.
all the rooms for like sleep and whatnot, just see if there's anything like
Kale
lagging
will go
around.
outside while he's waiting on these guys, and he will start digging graves for the other 2.
Will do. Grave digging, you want to search the passenger area?
Yeah, just for anything that we can find. Like if Lux wants to search the other ones, so we can just make this faster and get out of the ship and move on.
Kale, did you search just the overall camp area?
Did I? No, I hadn't. I searched the area over here with the graves.
Okay. Can you do that for me? However you want to You can do an investigation, but since you didn't actually ask for an investigation, you can also roll a perception since I'm asking you to. Whatever you prefer.
My passive perception is 12.
Good enough. So next to the so you go out and you see the bird still on the perch. It's finishing up the jerky. And you see hanging on a tree I don't know, it looks like something hanging from a tree branch. It catches the corner of your eye. Your perception out there.
It's hanging from a tree?
Yes, it looks like a bag hanging from a tree.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
Okay. So what you find, and again, I thought I had already put this in the system, but I did not. I just put it in Discord. And then Thal, you rolled. I will get to you in just a second.
Oh. Oh, I didn't roll yet. I need to do an investigation.
Oh, is that it? Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was your lore. Sorry. So.
Oh my god.
Good lord. So. What you
30s all
see
day.
is like this bag hanging, and then there's a tiny little like filter cartridge, and then it's dripping into a bucket. And so you realize what you have is a water purifier that holds about 4 gallons. So you like put the water in the top bag, and then it slowly drips through into the bucket.
Sweet.
So Fall,
Mm-hmm.
you find one water purification cartridge. Each cartridge, the box says that it does it 3 times.
Okay.
You find you don't find a whole lot. I mean, I guess it's just a matter of what you care about in terms of personal items. Each room has, a blanket, a pillow, and like a change of clothes. I'm not going to put 4 changes of clothes in your thing, but if you're like, I'm looking for a size 8 boot, I
I'm looking
can give
for a
you that.
hat.
I will let you have a hat. Let me put that down.
I'm just going to put it on my character. Just give me
But no, absolutely. If you change your avatar, I will upload it. Hat for Thal.
I need to.
And you find a book.
And if oh god, what's the book say?
The book says anybody can be cool, but awesome takes practice. It's on performance.
All right, well, I'll just take that. Yeah, I'll do that. Take that too.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, do you have like a table of things that you have to like as like a list of all the things you have to put on our inventory later?
So what I have is a Word document with every
Nice, Caleb.
area and what's in each area. There's a couple items that I have highlighted for high rolls. Everything else is just general. And then I am putting your name next to each area that's been searched.
Oh, cool.
That's my methodology. Kale
Nice.
may do it differently. That's what I do. So I
You
just have
called
bullet
me
points.
Kale.
Sorry. It's
You're Kale right now. 30 minutes from now, you're
Kale.
Caleb.
Yeah.
I would not be against us being like calling each other by our our names in this,
Just because
even
Paul's
on
considered
accident
the
in person. It's like,
It's
oh, it's all like,
possible.
wait, whoa.
I'm sure it will happen at some point.
That's why I picked teen names.
That's why I picked K-names.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yes, I have a very detailed list of where is everything, what's on each person, things that you would notice medically on each person, da 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 da.
Sweet. All right. Well, I got my hat. I'm happy. I don't know if there's anything else that I can get. I mean, if there's no credits or no other weaponry or like mods or something, then moving on, I guess.
No, everything's been kind of used up and depleted because they've been stranded here for a couple weeks, which is
Okay.
why the fuel is low and your power generator's low and stuff. They basically have been using
Running
it as like
dry.
an RV.
Okay. Well,
I'll search the other room.
I'll at least use the bathroom because I don't know if I've actually been able to relieve myself properly in a functioning bathroom. Yet, so.
Jayla like desperately wants a bath. She wanted to go bathe in the ocean.
Yeah.
Because you did say there were 2 rooms, correct?
There what?
Were there 2 rooms?
There's like 4.
There are 5 rooms on this
5.
ship.
Okay.
And there's a little kitchen area, which is what I lumped into the passenger area, which is why the water purification cartridge was in the kitchen. There were 3 spent ones, if you're curious, but there's only 1 left with 3 uses.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll search one of the other crew rooms.
Are you looking for something specific? Because if it's something standard, I don't have an itemized list of everything that's in each room like I did for the ship.
No, you're good.
For the other ship. But
I
if you're like, I'm looking for a toothbrush, I can let you roll and I grant you some basic toiletries or whatever specific thing you're looking for.
I want to see if I can find, gosh, what's his name?
Reggie?
Yeah, Reggie. I want to see if I can find Reggie's badge to see if I can identify the person outside. If either one of them. So I'm trying to identify these 2 people outside.
Sure.
So I want to look for an ID or any source of.
I didn't find any kind of ID on those people, did I?
No.
Okay.
They're in the larger room, which is right next to the cockpit. There's a small desk next to the bed, and there's a picture of him and a girl, and it's a picture of the dead guy out front, not the chopped up one, the one that just has a blaster. And there's on the door of the room, it says captain's quarters. So you can assume that the dead guy with the blaster is Reggie.
Okay.
That convoy's not in the picture with him, right?
No.
Okay. Because I'm just confused as how he has a perch here. I don't know who this bird belonged to.
Maybe you should ask around.
What do the other doors say? If I go out in this little hallway, is it specific or is it?
The captain is the only one that has a label because it's a larger room. The rest of them are just standard quarters.
I gotcha. Okay.
And there's 2 bathrooms, a small kitchenette, and Reggie does have an office, which is right next door. And there's a couple empty bottles of Quill, but everything's empty because they've been here so long.
I'll take those bottles of Quill.
You want the empty bottles of Quill?
Oh, yeah. Empty bottles?
You just gonna sit there and smell it?
No, I'm gonna put fuel in it.
Okay. Let me mark that.
How many? Okay, there.
I'm gonna be carrying a lot of liquid.
Okay.
And then I will, unless anybody else wants to do anything right now, I'll just go into his office and look.
The bottles were the bottles were in his office, so you're in his office.
Gotcha.
2 bottles of will.
On the wall.
What's the name of the planet we're on?
You are on Iram. EIRAM, I think that's how that's spelled. If you'd like, you can roll something to see what you know about the planet.
Now I just want to foster the relationship with the convoy.
You know what Kay told you about the fact that Iram and Arona are sister planets that have a long-standing history of a feud that got patched up quite some time ago. And you were hired because there is a party interested in restarting that feud, which is why Reggie has Arona outfits. In terms of what you know about the planet itself, other than seeing that it's mostly water when you guys were crashing, that's about all you know.
Thank you.
I'm assuming that you know more about the planet than that. Personally, hopefully, I remain consistent.
Call you out if you don't.
Huh?
I said I'm not gonna call you out if you don't.
I did decent research,
What are you
but I'm sure I
classify as
missed
decent?
something.
Because my decent isn't
More
listed
than
as.
some, less than Caleb.
Okay.
But only because I didn't read the. I did extensive research of what's published in encyclopedias and stuff, but I obviously have not read all the source material where the planet is mentioned.
Gotcha.
And I get to take some liberties because we're way outside the normal time frame. So who knows what happened from here to here.
Well, we can't find civilization where we are, so.
True.
If they're having some sort of feud, there has to be some sort of civilization somewhere.
Anything else you guys would like to do?
Not in the ship.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to move the clock. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna say you spent an hour here. So it's about 10:30 in the morning.
Okay.
So it's been a long day. Jeez.
Yeah. Um. So what did you send me?
Trying to think how long it would take for Kale to bury the people.
I'll use the force a little bit too, if it
Okay.
things up.
Yep. I was just gonna tack on an extra hour. What are the other two people doing while Kale's digging a grave and burying the people?
I'm gonna probably talk with Star and
Okay.
like I know that I read a book on some bird related things, and I know that you can offer to preen them to help like clean out, like loose feathers and whatnot, so I'll try to offer to do that for the convoy.
Okay. Did you roll? You rolled an animal handling to
I
look
did
at
that
the
earlier.
birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
I
curious
did
if
a
I should have you do
perception.
it again. I hate to just keep making you roll the same thing. Would it go under anything else?
Mm, I
You
don't think it would
want
go on
to?
anything else.
All right, if you don't want to try
I
to
mean, unless you just want me to
rationalize.
run intelligence and just roll that, but because I mean we're both intelligent. I mean he's an intelligent creature, I guess, but
Ew.
He said,
What?
I guess.
Wait,
what
what
did
are
you say,
you?
Kale?
Nothing.
He said, I guess the bird's intelligent.
Well, I know it's intelligent, but like that's not how I meant it.
Go ahead and roll animal handling.
Ew.
Okay. So the bird is becoming more comfortable with you, but you're just not
Not there
quite
yet.
that familiar yet. He's gonna go super far, but he's gonna kind of come over here and kind of see what Kale's doing by the bodies.
I'll just Twitter at him.
Twitter. Oh. I guess I'll try meditating.
Hey, go for it.
And
Oh,
we'll
come
go
on.
for the charisma version.
Oh, actually, like put them in graves over the week.
While he's doing burying, I guess I'll practice that.
Okay. So you're going to sit. Where are you going?
I'll sit by the fire over here, or whatever
Okay.
the campfire place or the fire pit.
Is this just a fire pit? Is there anything? Is it like a well you can look down?
No, it's just a fire pit.
Okay.
That's what they look like. It hasn't been lit for a while. It's cold. The area is well used. You know, they obviously, spent their days and evenings and stuff there. There's like socks hanging in a bush nearby, and there's a couple logs which I didn't put in here. And yeah, it's just a well used camp.
I have an idea.
Biofuel.
So what?
No, that wasn't my idea. That's an idea though.
Nah, I'm just messing around. Biofuel, I don't think would work because even if Kale peed in it, they wouldn't be reactive enough to compared to coaxium. I don't think.
Oh. No.
I mean, you
Urine is not
never
a
know.
substitute. Urine is no substitute for hyperspace fuel. Sorry. What are you doing, Lux?
Is Kale still burying the bodies, or has he completed that at this time?
He's still.
Well, I'll go over and I'll look at him and ask if he wants help.
Yeah, if you want to help me out, that'd be great.
Okay. I'll get my scalpel out and start digging out the ground with my little scalpel.
Would you like to search for a
I don't got a
shovel or
shovel.
something?
I mean, it would be nice, but I don't reckon they
Find
have
a
one.
shovel. Do they have a shovel on the ship?
You can search for one. I'm open to anything that would reasonably be on a ship.
The scalpel has finesse, though. That's kind of nice.
Finesse.
Okay.
Okay, we'll look for a shovel. I reckon that'd be faster.
Oh my
than a
God.
scalpel.
Caleb.
Are you Zeus?
This is the planet we're on.
You.
Mm. Oh, that makes
Isn't it
sense.
pretty? That's such a pretty planet. Is that an actual picture of the planet, or you just are using paraphrasing?
I gave
I'm
AI
paraphrasing.
Of
all
course
the
you did.
information on the planet, and I had it come up with a picture.
Of course you did.
Because I envisioned it as a very pretty planet, from
I
what
mean,
I
it is
read.
pretty.
What's that? Is that like a planet above you, or is that just like clouds?
That's
No,
clouds.
there's
Like
a planet
that-
above.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Are those rings, or is that just like a ring cloud, like a?
Yeah, get your head out of the way.
Okay, there's my investigation. I'm searching around, trying to look outside.
I don't know
See
why I
if-
thought one of you had a shovel.
I
Does
swear
Bear have a
somebody did.
shovel?
It's probably Thole. He's looking
I
over there
don't
just
have a
meditating.
shovel.
He has a shovel.
Maybe
There's
it
probably
was
Kale. He's just using
your
his
other
tail.
likenesses. Oh. Or maybe it was Borat. I swear somebody found a shovel somewhere. It doesn't matter.
I still got the demolition kit. Man, it's blowing the hole in the ground. And
Easy Pete's.
I have another
Easy
two-person tent.
Pete's.
Wild onions, fish, and a bedroll. Yeah, I don't have.
It's okay. Jayla's gonna go to the bodies and close their eyes and kind of straighten up their clothes and fold their arms and stuff. She's not really strong enough to move them, but she can.
You also have surveyor's implements.
no.
Oh,
Anyway, you find a shovel. Did I say you found a shovel?
Okay, so I found a shovel. So yeah, now I can help with my shovel.
nice.
Sweet. Thank you for the help.
What are you?
Crazy.
What are you doing?
There's a blanket up here.
Oh, okay.
That's
Alright.
like a little conversion area. You can just convert into a mobile audiobook space.
That's right.
Mm.
So, I mean, are we done with all this?
Mhm. If you want to move on, if you guys want to rest or do anything, I mean, I'm more than welcome. Well, you know what? We'll do this. If you want to move on, I'll give you a couple options. It's several hours till we reach the next stop. You guys can use that time to role play during the week, or I
Mhm.
can just go ahead and show you kind of a sneak peek of what's up next.
I don't want to sneak peek.
Mm-mm.
Don't.
If we
I
can
don't want.
RP between, that'd be
I
nice.
don't
Yeah.
want to. I mean, if they want a sneak peek, that's fine. But I don't.
Don't want to be realistic seeing a sneak peek in a couple
Okay.
couple
I'll
hour
start.
I'm just
drive.
letting you
My
know.
mind will start thinking about it way ahead of time, and I don't want that.
Mm. I mean,
It makes
I'd
me
like to see what's on our
happy.
path, I guess, but like,
Well, there's nothing on your path. You're several hours away.
yeah.
But you go ahead and take the opportunity to talk and do whatever
I'll
in your
ask Kale a
path.
question real quick, actually. In
Sure.
order to focus on the force and whatnot, you don't need to sit down, of course, is what you've told me, but I don't know if I can actually focus on that while moving.
Mm,
I don't.
you're asking Kale, right?
Yes.
No, not at your level. You're just starting out.
Yeah. I would try to like consciously try to
Even
on our way, but
even great masters would have a hard time moving. Like it's possible, but it would be hard.
hard to what?
Move and focus on drawing on the force at the same time.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like trying to multitask.
Yeah. Well, walking can be sort of mindless, but I don't want to end up like, yeah.
Um, let me let me look at my inventory real quick.
Uh, so I'm curious. I'm doing a temperature gauge here. How interested is Thal in pursuing this path?
In learning some force powers that would benefit him in what he does currently, he would be interested in learning, absolutely. Because he would hate to have a tool at his
Oh, what
disposal
happened?
and oh, I don't know. It's 5:03 a.m.
I know, but it was 10:30 in the morning.
That was a real jump. Um, but he would be definitely interested in using something that he did not. I mean, maybe it's something that he has felt before, probably, and I have an idea for how that might function. But he was not able to really identify what that was because he didn't really have a causal link to the force that he knew of beforehand. Um, so, I mean, he would be interested in being able to learn some powers to enhance his ability to do what he does normally. Because
So in
that
essence,
invisibility,
you want to be getting into like the
I'm
this
already a
like
bounty hunter.
religious per se part of it.
I don't care about the religious part. I just care about using the force as a tool.
Okay, well then you need to take that up with Kale.
Yeah.
Do you have anything like a something empty that's handheld?
Empty and handheld, like
Mm,
a canteen.
if you got one.
I got one, yeah.
Okay. One thing you could do while you were walking, you'll probably stumble because you gotta try to focus on both things at once. But you could try to focus on the inside of this canteen and make the air whirl around inside.
Mm. My idea was to try to pull at the surrounding life as we walked.
You can try.
Could try, but kind of like how somebody runs their fingers along a fence post as they walk by it, but like or run their hands through the plants and whatnot. But instead of touching the plants, but pull on them with the force as I'm walking by them. If I can try to do that.
Yeah, you could probably try that. No
And then
meditation,
see,
no. Like
huh?
meditation takes like deep concentration. That's what I was
Mm-hmm.
thinking you were asking about earlier.
Gotcha.
So it's like you do have
Well,
to
I'm
be
thinking
kind
of
of
the force as like a
stationary with that,
muscle. Have you ever seen Chronicle?
Yes.
So like how using their telekinetic power, it's like a muscle. The more you flex it, the more you use it, the more powerful it gets.
You personally feel that way about the force, or your character does?
My character does.
Okay.
I mean, I'm wondering if that's a possibility. Probably not, though.
The force is not like a muscle. But that's just me and you talking.
Yeah. How proficient you can be at using it, I guess.
Yeah, you could definitely try to feel. You can definitely try to feel echoes, or not echoes, the living force as we walk.
Okay. Just looking at Katrina's look at us.
I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about different paths that you can take
Well,
and
I
how
definitely
that
want to learn to be
translates
invisible.
to tangible reactions and how I adapt the story to that. That is what I'm
Okay.
thinking about how that relates moving forward, and that's it.
Because
I'm
going invisible could be very
planning
useful
ahead
for.
and analyzing what you're trying to do and how I can let you accomplish that in a
Okay,
fair
I'll
and
give you an idea of what it
realistic
is that I'm
measure.
trying to do. I'm a bounty hunter, of course. So invisibility is going to be very attractive for a bounty hunter because if I can go invisible and get a vantage point, and I want, of course, a way to.
Understand what
Yeah.
you, Jake,
Yeah.
want to realistically accomplish.
Yeah.
In terms of, I'm trying to think of how you, Thal, would get that
Oh,
in
okay.
terms of what you have to do, the time you need to put in, the training you need to put in, the assistance that you need to put in,
Okay.
how serious you are about thinking about the force, and stuff like that.
Yeah. Religiously, no ties for Thal. So we'll just
And
at least say that.
Kale as a character needs to broach that in terms of how comfortable he is with your motives and intentions and the time that he would need to put in to accomplish something like that with you. If you're asking for help, which I don't.
I mean, I don't mind asking for help at all. So
Then you need to formally do that and start working towards some sort of path. And then as a GM, I can be like, okay, X plus Y plus whatever would affect
end
you
up getting you
this way.
there. Yeah, in a certain place. Yeah. Okay.
I hope that makes sense without, I don't know. Anyway, I have a little checklist in my brain.
Oh yeah, one of the things that Thal was looking for, I can't believe I forgot about this up until this point. Yeah, I was looking for a pretty good sniper. So forgot that was something they didn't have yet. That yeah.
You want a sniper?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything else on your wish list? Like,
No,
I
that
just
was
want a
that was the very
turret, and I
that was
want
the very
to be
first
able to be
thing.
invisible, and
Yeah.
I want a pony. And
I mean, when you're presented many options, I'm like, oh, creative mind goes this way and that way and this way and that
no,
way.
and
Yeah.
that's what I want from you. You
Yeah.
need to think about those priorities in terms of, I have X amount of downtime
Yeah.
that I can do. Where am I putting my efforts in? Am I
It's probably
spending
going to
my
be
2
more.
hours a day studying the Force and working with Kale, or am I going to spend my 2 hours working on my turret? Am I going to spend my 2 hours
Because in light
training
of recent
caster?
events,
What are you doing?
in light of recent events, when it comes to that, the force is going to be up there. It's going to be above the turret probably. And when it comes to fighting items, you find items. So what was the other thing? Yeah. So probably going to be, and then there's also those books that I have to read for.
Yes. So the standard that I'm going to do, and Caleb's is different. I'm gonna say that a standard book is gonna take 8 hours of downtime to finish,
Mhm.
and with that you bump your proficiency. So whatever that book is based on, once you're done, you're gonna up. And if you're already proficient, it'd give you expertise, which I realize is I think fairly generous. But it's a shorter adventure. It's not like a long campaign, and
Yeah.
it still is choosing to do that with your downtime versus something else.
Right.
So it's an investment of your time.
Yeah, on our walk, I'm definitely going to try to do the force stuff, but like, while, yeah.
And I want you to understand that although Kale said it's slightly doable, you walking along trying to accomplish something is going to have a much higher
Yeah.
DC than you actually sitting down and focusing or working one-on-one with Kale or something like that. Okay, because that
Of
affects
course. Yeah.
what
I
I
mean, that
have
makes
you
sense.
roll and where your success level is.
Right.
Does that
Yeah.
seem fair?
Before
Okay.
before we make our
I don't want
adventure
you
up.
to think that I'm trying to be mean or
No,
anything.
no. It's fine. It's perfectly reasonable. But before we go, I do want
Because
to
you do
ask.
have like a really cool, and you should, the people that found different implements and kits, look them up, see what you can do with them. There's so many options that I've given you in terms of like what you're able to accomplish. You should look it up, because you might realize that you could do something really cool that you didn't think of.
That one in the engineering room was called an armorist kit, correct?
Artillerist, she said.
Artillerist. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, Lux, you have an artillerist. I just
Artillerist.
butcher that. Yeah, and then Thal, you have an Astrotex implements.
Yep, I added that to my inventory already. I was very
You're fine.
excited.
So yeah, figure out what that gets you. If you're really interested in caster, you need to start looking at the requirements and what you can do with a companion if you try to go that route. But like the
Well, I
sky's the
definitely
limit.
want to like.
I want to help
Yeah.
your character develop, and
I'm hoping
I
we
want
could.
this to
I
be as
want to keep this
exciting and
character.
satisfying. I will
Yeah.
sit here and take you on journeys for the next 10 years inter between whatever Caleb is doing, because it is a lot of work. So if Caleb wants to GM for the next 3 months or 6 months or whatever, I'll continue to work on this if you guys want to keep doing it. If at some point you're just like, dear God, I don't think I can do this anymore with this character, I'm done, we will retire the story. I will come up with something else.
We'll see.
But as long as you're happy with this, I will continue to do this.
I was telling them I was almost tempted just to take the outline of this character and just apply this to the Mandalorian campaign. I kind of like the direction this is headed, but if I just rearrange some of where I put some of my strengths in this character and realign them for some other areas.
And I think that's awesome. And as you guys level up and you really think about where you want your character to go in terms of like, what powers you adapt, or even if you get to a point where you want to multi-class or something like that, but that requires a lot of like research on your part to make sure that you're doing it the most efficient and knowledgeable way. Sorry, I've been up for a really long time. But anyway, I am down for whatever you guys want to do with your character, and I want you guys to be happy with what you're building. But that makes
Yeah, you're
me
talking
happy
about.
that you care.
He was talking about sleight of hand and how we don't actually often get to use it, even though we're.
Sorry. Is that why you want to find a village so you can just like pickpocket them all?
Hey, it'd be because he has sleight of hand and so do I. Like, I can use stealth all day, but sleight of hand is something that like I'm very good at being able to pull from people's stuff and just like, or just being able to do like nice little tricks and whatnot. It's just like,
No, there's
you know,
not really.
there's not much you can do with it.
There's lots to do. We just aren't in a current place where it's very relevant.
Yeah.
But you know, a lot can change with a couple days walk. You never know.
I got to use technology though. I was really happy about that. And investigation is always useful. So like, that's my favorite thing to have.
Like the number one thing that we do is like, well, you investigate it. You can investigate it.
Yeah.
Look it over. But yeah, I'm excited now that you guys are moving.
Yeah. I kind of want to invite our condor to come with us and like offer my arm out to him as we start walking,
Go
and like
for
try
it.
to get him to like perch on my
You know
shoulders.
me.
Sort of.
I will role play as much as you want, as often as you want.
Well, can we?
I hope
I
that
want to
I'm
do
good
that
at
now so that
keeping
we
up
can
with you
just
guys.
focus. So that we can just focus on like the role play
Oh, you
going
want to do
forward.
it now? You're like, I don't want to wait.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys need or want or comments or feedback?
I'm excited for the rest of this. I'm excited for the
Because I'm very
moving
much
on.
somebody who's okay with criticism. I want your feedback. Because this is, you know, learning for me too. By no means an expert.
No, I liked that. To be honest, I really appreciated that you put that ship in there. That was real nice.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
The research and stuff for that.
The ship has always been in there. I was like, I should probably look up what that ship.
Well, and I should say the research
I
that
just
went
didn't know what
into
it was until last week.
Oh.
Well,
like,
that's more.
It's nice that we had an interior and everything to look at too.
Especially since you mentioned that you
I
don't like doing research on chips. That's what made it especially worth it. So yes, I do appreciate that.
Yes, but the ship is totally fixable.
Woohoo!
And you know, the owner's dead, so you know, if you wanted to keep the ship, you can.
If we can get out with
Keep it in the Lady K family.
I feel modifications coming to the ship.
Oh, well, them motors already come bigger than
researching
stock 1300s.
It's a nice ship.
So
Yeah, Ryder.
yeah,
Awesome.
they are pretty slick. There's tons of room for
And
mods.
it's big enough for you guys to like fit in comfortably.
Yeah.
That's like what I care about. It's like there's 5 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms.
We could use this on well after we do what we're doing here and after we kill the hut, if possible. Like, I'm sorry, Thole wants revenge. If he has anything to do with his wife's death, he is dead. He is gone. He is done.
So the only thing that KL definitely wants to do when we get off this planet after we take care of business is sell that spice for sure.
Yeah.
And then I need to go see a man about a tongue,
Ah, okay.
and a really cool man at that.
Cool.
You got to see a
Well,
man about
Oh,
a
just
tongue.
so excited for you guys. I'm
So
so
you,
excited. Ooh, I do have a question. So, and I don't know exactly if it will be, I think it will be in the 3 to 4 week range, but there's a certain session that I would absolutely love to do in person, even if we just tied Job in. But
mhm.
if you guys could come to the house, because there's some things that, like, cooler things that I could do if you guys were in the room in this particular session. If it doesn't work out, it's okay. But
I mean, I would love
it
to have just in-person sessions anyway, but
and I'm not asking you to do that every week, but
I'm
just for
asking for
this
us to do every that week.
one specific session, it would be really cool if you guys came over.
How
what
far away does Job live?
what date? 2 hours.
I honestly, I don't say what.
Uh, I asked what date, and then I answered the question, how far away does Joe live? 2 hours.
Oh, he lives 2 hours away. Okay.
I don't know for sure. It's not a matter of. It's just a matter of when you get to a certain map in the story. But I'm predicting, which, as you well know, can derail very quickly. I'm
Watch us not even go
guessing
in that direction.
3 or 4 weeks. But I definitely will know, closer to the date.